Hi there, this is Diecast channel, and in this video I'm going to do a review on this 1968 Mercury Cougar made by Sunstar in a 1/15 scale. So if you like those funny cars, stay with me to the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe in case you haven't subscribed yet, and also click the bell for news. And don't forget to give me your thumbs up and share this video. So let's unbox this car and take a better look at its details right now. Mercury Cougar for 1968 was a little different from 1967. Only people who observe a little bit more will notice that from 1967 to 1968, the most remarkable difference are the side markers that did not exist for 1967. Car would continue basically the same. We've reviewed the 1967 Mercury Cougar before in this very channel. It's a beautiful car, it's a charming car, and it was created at a time when people wanted muscle cars, and muscle cars were related to youth. Cougar was a sort of a punny car that was designed after the Ford Mustang. It had a similar roof and it had a similar dashboard. Both cars shared same mechanical components, but the Cougar was a different car with an exclusive design and a longer wheelbase than its Ford counterpart. For this reason, it was completely different from the Mustang and much more different from the Mustang than the Pontiac Firebird was from the Camaro. Since the Pontiac Firebird was taken as a Camaro with a different front end and a different taillights. This cat was a very attractive car for those who didn't want only power but want some more personal luxury than only a Ford Mustang. The Ford Mustang could have a 6-cylinder basic engine, but this kind of engine was not available for the Cougar. Cougar started with a 289 200 horsepower V8 with a 2-barrel carburetor and went to a 225 horsepower with a 4-barrel. It could be equipped with a 390 V8, 302 small block, a 427, a 428 if it were an XR7 for instance. This Mercury Cougar is not only a Cougar, which was already a special car compared to the Mustang, but it's also an XR7, and besides being an XR7, it's an XR7G, and G stands for Dan Gurney, the famous racing at the time. There was a Mercury Cougar that was made after the Dan Gurney, and that one was shown in one of my reviews of some 1/64 Mercury Cougars made by Greenlight. This G brings a lot of pluses to this car. It's a 6.5 394 barrel carburetor engine. It's got a sunroof, special designed mirror, XR7G badges, which are on the C-pillars, passenger side grille, on the trunk lock in a rectangular shape. Wheel hubs also have these XR7G logos, and the hood has those retaining pins. It's not a rare model car, but it's a model car of a rare car. This model car made by Sunstar in the USA Collectibles features a very nice paint job with a very nice burgundy red color. It has very good quality chrome trim, very nice acrylic pieces, a very nice vinyl roof, fixed open sunroof, opening doors and opening hood. It doesn't have an opening trunk, but the car is still very well made and a very nice product from basic to intermediate. So we're going to check on its details 1968 right now. Cougar front end. Basically the same thing of 1967, but for 1968 there would be an option of a horizontal trim. The headlights are concealed, just like it happened to the Dodge Charger. If this were an authentic line, perhaps there would be a working mechanism for that. Trim has a very good quality, all chrome trims, no flashings, no issues at all, and a good quality chrome that looks like metal, and a grille that's all darkened. It's a mesh with vertical elements, with darkened elements that look like a real grille. Hood clips, they're just mocked by those pieces. They don't have the clips actually. The antenna that's retracted. The trim around the windshield that's cast in metal and painted on. Windshield wipers are separate parts. Sunroof is open. And the mirror has a very good proportion. Engine bay looks very nice, and all components look very well reproduced in this engine bay. We have those two brackets that also exist in the Mustang. reservoir, cables and wires, coil, alternator, the air filter, radiator mesh, radiator, and a radiator cap on the front panel, and the horn that look all very realistic. This car doesn't have the realistic hinges like the real car, but those hinges are okay. The car is very well made as well. And the Mercury logo and driver's fender is made with a very good photo etched quality decal. Very nice interior for this Mercury Cougar. We have interior colors matching the outside colors for the dashboard, for the seats, and for the panel itself. With all gauges that are very well made with very good quality decals. Steering wheel that's also very realistic and has a wood grain pattern. And the 2 pedals for the automatic transmission. This car could have 3 or 4 speed manual transmission or a select shift Merco-matic, which is the case of this car. That's a 3-speed automatic on the floor. Door panels look also very good. Seats look very good, although they do not tilt. And the sunroof is permanently open on this car. It doesn't have a sliding lid, but since this is a basic to intermediate model, that's okay. The mirror has a good proportion, and one thing I think that could be improved on this car would be to have a door hinge such as the ones in the Yatmin models, which mock the door opening for the real car. This badge could be a little bit lower like the real car, but a vinyl roof is very well made. Chrome trim around the window opening is also very well made by being cast in metal and painted. From the passenger side, we notice the radio, the air outlets, buttons, knobs, and the gear lever right in front of a clock in the center of the rear end of a Mercury that reminds a little bit of the one of a Mustang, especially those reverse lights and the muffler tips that look very realistic. The tail lights also look very realistic. These tail lights also had the sequential blinkers. This badge would hide front lid lock, and this Mercury logo has a very good photo etched quality. Front lid is fixed and reminds the one of a Mustang. The rear window has a very good transparency. The chrome trim around it, it's very well made. An excellent undercarriage that was made by Sunstar in this collection, even though it's not a platinum line. This is a basic to intermediate, and for a basic to intermediate line, this undercarriage is excellent. This car is a unibody such as a Mustang, so we have a subframe, we have a mufflers, a drive shaft, the engine and tranny, and a gas tank, and they are all made with a very good realism. Leaf springs in the rear are also very well reproduced. The drive shaft in this car does not spin, but the suspensions, both rear and front, work, and the front wheels steer. The engine is in the correct color. The tranny has an oil pan as well, since it's an automatic transmission and it's aluminum color. Overall, it's a great undercarriage and a very nice model car. Rating this car from 0 to 10, I would give it a 9. I think it deserves a 9. It's a very nice model car. It has very refined finishing touches, some very pleasant details such as photo etch style logos and badges. Eye marks, trim, chromes are excellent. The grille is excellent. All details are nice. The wheels and tires are great. The paint job is perfect. The vinyl roof looks awesome, and the interior is also very nice. And the working suspensions are also a very attractive feature for those model car. If you like those punny cars, this is a model you should have in your collection. So I'd like to thank you for your likes and views, for all subscriptions. Please don't forget to subscribe in case you haven't subscribed yet. And let me know down in your comments what you think about a video and about the car. And if you have any further information on the Mercury Cougar and want to share with us, do so in your comments. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.